Alright, good morning everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Mukluk Streams. I'm your charming self-proclaimed yet still humble host Mukluk. Today we are back in the 11-hour cinematic that is FF16. We are once again back in this game and we are going to continue our adventures. It has been pretty fun so far. For anyone who hasn't seen this yet, while I am walking over to the quest area, the combat in this game, extremely fun. The story, quite good so far. That's really my my review so far. It's the final, for now, probably not fantasy game. Yeah, it's pretty crazy that finally, after all these years, this is the final one. We're finally there. All right, show me the hunt board. Let's cross another one of these off the list. Belphegor. Reports have been received of a wild avis of striking size making its nest atop the hill adjacent to Eastpool. Though all efforts are being made not to rouse the beast's ire, it is surely but a matter of time before it needs to feed. I hereby petition any brave volunteers to march to the northern border that we might cut the fiend down before it makes trenchers of the nearby villages. Okay, location is Broken Hilt, Rosaria. Alright, so let's go to the map. And where is Broken Hilt, Rosaria? You have to mouse over everything to see all the locations. Huh. Do I got access to that? That's Central Rosaria. Okay, this is Central Rosaria. Let's go here and then see if we can find Broken Hilt on the map. Okay, that was a very fast load. Okay, Broken Hilt is southeast of me? Alright, so this way and across the bridge. Can I mount here? Yes, I can. Alright. Alright, so there is a path over there. Let's see if our dragon is over this way. Pick up whatever that is.
This might take a while.
3 briar clamshells, some kind of crafting ingredient. Are you Belphegor? I'm looking for a Belphegor. I think it might be him. Yep. Okay.
The wild wyvern. Rosaria.
Oh man, I'm rusty. Pull him down. It breeds. What is that? Inefficient Leon with a raid. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. You know, no matter what anybody else says about you, I always brag about your efficiency. Thank you so much. We are just getting started with the stream, actually. Oh, I missed that one. Pull it down, pull it down, pull it down.
Get him.
OST slaps. Yeah, the music of this game is really good. We just recently, for those who haven't been here for this, the Titan form, which is what allows me to do the big earth hands, that was just something recent we got.
There aren't any more of them.
I'm liking it. It's been pretty good so far. Alright, so we got another hunt out of the way. So let's go ahead and... Let's see. I guess we'll fast travel here and then cross the bridge and take a right. And then go see what that's about. Alright. The Protag stealing techniques again. Yep. We got four sets of them now. We got Efreet, which is the fire one. We got Garuda, which is the wind one. Titan, which is earth. And Rama, which is lightning.
Come on.
There's clearly room on the skill tree for more, so we're gonna get more at some point. 5 technically, don't forget Phoenix. Yeah, I guess. Phoenix and Efreet are both fire, so... Different flavors of flames, I guess. Okay.
Hi. If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you know?
So we needed his woodworking skills to help keep our base up. Oh no, it was to build the workshop while the other woodworker was keeping the base up.
Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves.
Does that have monsters in it?
But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly. And take care.
Clear out some monsters. That we can do.
This shouldn't take long.
Approach. Whoa! telling you, that earth thing, pretty good. When you perfect block with it, you get to summon the hands and just wail on them for a while.
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Though it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been.
Val says, is this the game they made based off of Kingdom Hearts? Yeah, I've heard Donald Duck's very powerful. I'm looking forward to meeting him.
As soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's on to your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
Okay. Fast travel.
What is your craft? My craft is death.
Hi, Bargery.
All right, Clive. You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
Quest complete. The Breath of Earth wind-up. Reduce wind-up's cooldown time by 3 seconds. I don't know that a 3-second cooldown reduction on like
That's
a
my good deed for the
very
day,
long
Dan.
cooldown skill is going to be worth
See
it.
how Jill's faring.
Shouldn't you be getting some
Alright,
rest?
let's see what that green exclamation mark is that just showed up. Did you turn my Patreon down sound a bit? I did, because the first second of it is really loud. Not because of the, what they're saying, but the background noise.
Talia, how's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Ah, that's right. He went to ask Harpocrates about Torgor. He must have found something. You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time, and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but here as many die as recover.
Die from getting the
Worth
thing
the
taken
risk.
off?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for.
He's saying it's a
I hope as much as
50%
you
chance
that
of
one day
death?
bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential, and we undergo it willingly.
Makes me think it's more than just a tattoo.
I still wish there was some other way.
I thought the biggest risk would be a big scar on the
Griping
face.
about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
Quest.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go? Oh, thank you. No one knows Herblord like Taya, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms.
Bright blue blossoms. The bee. Did you do your daily pet ship today? Yes. Last I saw him, he was a loaf in the living room, and I gave him some pets on the way here. Alright. Let's head over to that green marker, see what that is. FF almost always has good music. Yeah, I've been enjoying it so far.
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team of curse breakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A curse breaker managed to release a Stolas amid the confusion, but... this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry that...
I don't know what releases Stolas means, but if it somehow involved getting a message back to her, I wonder if it was like a flare or something, or like a messenger bird.
They know the work is dangerous, but I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you, Sid. And I'm sorry to trouble you with this. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie. I can't tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
That should be enough to go on. If they were there, Torgal will track them down.
Okay. Ew, a Final Fantasy that doesn't contain Tifa. Tifa? I know who that is. She's the one in the Italian Senate.
Jill looked white as a sheet when they...
Everyone thinks Mario is Italy's favorite video game character. Nope.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Oh, Fenrir from mythology. Okay, clever. They're weaving that in. Okay.
Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf, It had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
Phrasing.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shan't be a moment.
I don't think saying you don't have to worry about his health, he's so hungry, it really answers the question on his health. They were wondering if it like taxed him to use his powers. So the workshop is now done.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them.
A bunch of random people walk in and start breaking stuff. Alright, so we have a workshop now.
That's settled. I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
I think I'll wait
Alright,
till
Vivian was the study lady over this way. And I know that you know that that title is backwards. I do know Calteran, but I thought it'd be funny.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
Are we literally just gonna stare at her back?
What? Here?
Yeah.
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
There a boat heading over? Is that our uncle?
Trouble.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favourite uncle is here!
Meanwhile, the Holy Empire of Sanbreque, seat of the Imperial Court.
The Dalmekian government
Audience
sues
chamber.
for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations.
The Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmex empty their treasuries for us.
Dude, the kid constantly attached to the Queen's hip is so
Of course,
eerie.
none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Such a creepy talk.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmex will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred.
Oh my god.
For every home that burns, another can be built.
This guy would make an excellent leader in Frostpunk.
The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
What is happening?
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
Seems he's almost as crazy as his new wife.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once.
God, she's so creepy.
May Gregor forgive you.
I don't know who Gregor is, but considering the context of how he said it, I'm guessing it's like a god in this world, universe.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
Well, maybe you shouldn't be pushing him then.
Those tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
A D-strike, that last sentence you typed, I've read it 3 times in my head, and I cannot make heads or tails of it.
One way to find out.
Alright, let's go talk to the uncle.
The little ones have been up to their old. It's just one thing after another around here.
Bush Papega, something like that.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions.
I mean that dude has so much power and he's kneeling to that man. Well, so I don't know if he always had the Bahamut power, right? I mean, if he's... My only point of comparison is the young kid that had the Phoenix powers, and, you know, when he was younger, they were really weak, and they kind of grew with him. So maybe he was raised there, and he was, like, always serving him, and then, you know, he became the strong Bahamut guy later on, but he's been serving that guy for, like, a really long time, I would assume. And it's also possible, you know, he's like, oh yeah, I serve my country, I'm patriotic, all that stuff, and then the king went crazy, you know? Maybe the king used to be an honorable one. Those are all things that come to my mind.
You. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
That camera angle made that so creepy.
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you.
Wow, look at all that blight.
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly, her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift, and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. Or would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat.
That was presented so well.
I would stake your life on it.
Your life on it. Morning, Muck Chat. Hey, Bluebell. How's the weather, Muck? Quieter today than it was last night.
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Who says Dragoons are known for the jump ability and the use of spears, but I'm getting 3 where jump came in, but 2 is where Dragoons were introduced. Final Fantasy 2?
Mid's finished outfitting her little workshop, I hear.
Dude, another
With a
time?
little help from Sid.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head.
I'm only there to assassinate someone really important. That's it. That's it. That's all I'm doing, I swear.
I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalimil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalimil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Why? He just paid us 2,000 gold. Why would you not want the rich uncle to visit?
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
Return to Byron.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Alright, so red is the next main quest thing. I'm gonna go to the green ones first and knock out these 2 side quests that we got like 30 minutes of talking ago.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia. The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs. Straight home now.
still in combat? I am still in combat. Oh, my uncle's here. I didn't even realize he was here. Thanks, uncle.
This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one.
Alright, this was for the medicine.
Should be
the
enough
guy
to
in
keep the
base.
infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this will put Rodriguez minded.
Now, in some games, I would do all the side quests and go back to town and turn them all in at the same time. But in this one, the load screens are so fast, I'm happy to just do it
I hope
immediately.
you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Ammonia.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting.
We could drug the hell out of
The patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Taya trusts you. Which means I trust you. The Hideway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But... I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin.
Oh.
One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood.
Oh, that is really interesting. That's the first time they've explained why removing the brand can be lethal. It's like booby-trapped.
Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives. And the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we have no shortage of volunteers. The day I decided that I would take Sid's name was the same day Taya took my brand.
I remember. It wasn't long after we came here. What little medicine Taya managed to salvage from the wreckage of the old place had been used up treating the wounded. She begged that your operation be delayed until a new supply of antalgics was found. Procedure was even more dangerous back then. Only a few souls had undertaken it. Doris, Cole, a handful of other Cursebreakers, and those who are no longer with us. Those who lost their lives in the process. It wasn't something to be done lightly.
No. But it was something I had to do, if I was to take Sid's name. He always led from the front, and never asked anyone to take a risk for his cause that he was unwilling to take himself, even if he knew that it might cost him his life.
Hold still, Clive! Hold!
So he's like, I demand you do this operation on me right now. And they're like, wait on us to get more painkillers. He's like, no, I'm a manly man. Do it now. They're like, all right, if you move too much, we're going to poke this poison sac and it's going to kill you. And he's like, okay. 2 seconds later. Like, this isn't the flex you think it is.
I knew there'd be pain. That I might not survive. And I was afraid. But I also knew that if I didn't overcome that fear, that pain, then I would never be able to call myself Sid.
I didn't know.
We all want our brands removed. But it's a decision each of us must make for ourselves, on our own terms. Rodriguez, I know your work isn't easy. but neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Taya. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physicist's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
I'm still worried about that 50... Chad, if you were branded and in this group of people, and they were like, yeah, it's got a 50% success rate, man, would you immediately be like, yeah, I'll schedule my appointment, or would you be like, you know what, I'm gonna wait a few years for you guys to get better at this, and then I'll make an appointment? I think I might be in the latter. Alright, what is this?
Beavers don't even bother with Northridge now.
I'll wear concealer.
This is no time to ride.
What? It is. Oh, sorry, I had to move one more foot.
Faster!
Brand gets removed or I die, that's a win-win. Oh my god, that's millennial thinking. I'm not exactly chomping at the bit. I'll wait for laser removal.
Thanks, Cal.
It also makes me wonder if this poison right below the surface of the skin, if they get like a bad punch to the face, does it release the poison?
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The Hideway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
Oh, it's literally like, it's right there. It's like 30 feet away.
They're trying to get into the carriage.
Down.
Get him.
Enemy slain. I will say it feels weird to have block be the shift key. Unfortunately, it's like it's the same key that does something in all of the other modes, but in Titan mode, that key becomes block. In games that have block, I'm used to having it on like right click.
A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
Okay, back to Doris. And yes, that guy's terrible posture. Yeah.
Sid, welcome back. A Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one without Sever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a Cursebreaker. I swore an oath too. I have...
Does FF16 have wizards? Kind of. The people that have the mark on their face, it's a brand of, they call them bearers, and basically they have kind of a magic. They have a type of magic. However, the magic kind of, you could almost say it shortens their lifespan. So if they use it too much, they start like petrifying, and they'll have like gray patches of skin. It's like turning to stone. And then on the day that they, go too far and cross the line, they use like, too much of it, then they just petrify and turn into like a statue. And the whole thing in this world is people use these bearers almost like tools, like, oh, you can make fire. All right, your job is to keep the blacksmith's forge hot. And then one day, they turn to stone and they just swap them out and get a new one. So the people here with the scars are people that were branded to basically be one of these slave bearers, and they got freed. So they do have powers, but they try not to use them willy-nilly because it shortens their lifespan. Now the people that have the what do we call it? Dominants. The dominants are the people that are channeling like a god. I don't know that they turn to stone, but it does actively take something out of them when they use those powers. Like, we're basically playing a guy that is a dominant.
Role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
The weight of command. Breath of fire, rising flames, cooldown time reduced by 2 seconds. Okay. Alright. Alright, all the side quests done for now. Let's go to the main one. The Dalmekian Republic. Shawty says wizard hat. The wire's all down.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Freaking monsters everywhere. Riddle of the Sands. Can I use this here? Yes.
Ready, go? Fly 'em.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands. Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
We're like, no comment. I don't want to talk about that.
Who do you think those soldiers were in the end?
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalimil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Uncle, we've been on our adventure for like 3 minutes. Something's wrong.
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
No dogs. Well, this place is just archaic. Oh, shoot. Assassin's Creed time. Why did he do that with a sword? I guess easier to grab it?
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
Are you done with your schoolwork, or did you take a break? Your eyes are darting around. You're not done. Because of the hurricane warnings, boys' school is closed today, and they're doing online classes. And Gabe decided it was time for a break to come shove Chip in my face.
I'm not shoving him in your face. I'm shoving him into your lap, or
Okay.
your head, your mouth, whatever. Well, not your mouth.
Not my mouth. All right. Thank you. All right, set him down. Oh, wait, isn't that the lady that travels with Joshua? Yep.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Is there a medicine that helps with having Ultima trapped in your chest? Advil. Advil. That's all it takes.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, we'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Great job, Uncle.
Uncle?
Sorry.
She didn't see. She didn't see the brother.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us.
What is that background noise? It just sounds like some guy like, oh, like just like sniffing the microphone or something.
An hour or two?
Come on.
Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose.
He knew he was about to kick the table, so he wanted to eat his food first. I didn't realize what was happening. I was like, what is he doing? Hi. I was like, is he just trying to get food all over his face as a disguise or something? No, he just wanted to eat before the table got kicked. Just a second, chat. We gotta give him some attention so that he calms down. Okay.
Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Take it. Try it.
I'm sure the inn won't mind.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
It's you.
Summon a tornado in the room. I'm sure they won't mind. We'll give him an extra copper. I'm sure that'll pay for the damages.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
She's like, please get out from behind the bar. This is employees only. Your Grace, your brother's downstairs.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Your Grace, your brother started a bar fight? No, my uncle started a bar fight. Brother finished the bar fight. I like how she didn't tell him that there's a guy downstairs shooting fire and Titan fists and hurricanes. She was just like, yeah, it was just a bar fight.
Clive?
He knows exactly where to go. Is there going to be another feather? Some food.
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Torval, they said you're not allowed in town. Maybe he just meant the inn.
Where are you?
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang.
We moved 10 feet, then there was another cutscene.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang.
I could throw a tornado
It would
at him.
seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalimil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Cid. Cid's other collaborators have all been people of means. The wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalimil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Speak with townspeople, 0 out of 2.
Looks like we won't be getting
Specific ones or anyone?
Light it for Gilbert's sake.
Specific ones. Traveling trader.
Anything I can help you with, travelers?
Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalimil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalimil, would you?
No. I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Okay.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalimil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend?
He sounds like he's
I
gonna
look?
mug him.
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Cid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience, believe you me.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
Speak with the villagers. Ah, here. Riverboat captain.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalimil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask Ferda. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
Thank you kindly.
Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Ferda knows.
Wait, incense! What?
Excuse me. Are you Ferda?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalimil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
We didn't even tell him our name. We weren't even like, tell her Sid's here to see her.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think he trusts us.
I think a bunch of guys with weapons are gonna
So
surround
you're
us.
the ones who've been sniffing around.
There it is.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
I'm gonna lose your business?
Get him! Over here!
Alright, no hit. People in the background cowering. Well, I did just summon a tornado in this, like, courtyard.
Here's another month of Prime money to support the ramen addiction of our favorite international internet superstar celebrity sensation.
37 months. Thank you, Faba. Appreciate you. Welcome. Man, he has been busy over there.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with a blade is rare indeed, my lord.
How about my skill with
A fitting
tornadoes?
talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
He's like, this way, my lord, starts limping. Because I dropped him from
Made
2
from the
stories.
stoutest stoneware.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Take a sniff, good sir.
The finest fabric!
Is this the place?
Lubo's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalimil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it.
Shut up, dude. I just beat the crap out of you.
Lubor, Lord Furder.
That is awesome. He's making sure that pillow is just right. Yep. It's got a lot of fluffing to do, apparently.
To bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
Dude, we already beat you up.
What do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're gonna listen to this swaggering scruff!
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalimil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
Uncle is fun, but he's making this mission more difficult than it has to be.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalimil.
Alright, well, we got a lot of people to talk to.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
So for any of the new folks in chat, a reminder, the crystals allow normal people to use magic. So like a water crystal, you hold it over a cup and it will basically secrete water and you can fill the cup.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalimil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
Primarch Chip, making sure the throne is just right. Primarch Chip, oh my god, he got a promotion.
The juiciest meat from Green's.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me. What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
She's clearly a blacksmith.
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
Finest fabrics, fresh from
The inn that we wrecked?
What was all that crashing and banging about?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
She says upstairs, but I wonder if he's with some lady folk right now.
Let me treat you.
Wait, where did the marker go?
Flush these days.
Are you now?
Quest destination nearby. Can't interact with that door. Nope, he's talking with someone.
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
Speak with Byron.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so.
Only 500,000 gil. I think my life savings in this game, from taking all the money from like many murdered bandits and stuff like that, is of like 20,000, and he's like only 500,000. Uncle is giga rich. This guy's like Guild MM in this world.
But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face.
He is a prince? Yeah, I guess.
I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Of course.
I need to drink.
Fucking men of the wrong. Anytime they pull their snouts out of Cook's trough is when they want to lord it over us.
Let me check. What's the... Do I need to go out the desert gate to get to that location? Yeah, okay. Alright, so let's go there. And then we gotta go northeast out the gate and then take a right.
Why is the tavern shut?
I love the creativity with the insults in this game. You preening Popinjay. It's something. There was one. What was that they said yesterday? This guy said, "You're as useless as a eunuch on laying night." Yeah. I had to pause the game for a minute to collect myself after I heard that one. We at the right place, Uncle?
I'll take it from here.
That looks like a collapsible bridge.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them! Kill them both!
Oh, that guy's face is gone. But wait, there's more. Or find some random chickens. I don't want to fight the chickens. No hits, no hit by the way.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Yes.
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
No, now that shipment's
Indeed
over.
it is. The
Really?
people of Dalimil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
He has an extremely punchable face. I'm just blown away that he has his own theme song. Did you hear, like, when he walked onto the screen, the music came with him. That's how you know he's a main character.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the...
He's like, freaking kids.
Here, wear this.
Is it gonna be a hat like yours? Seal obtained, the Desert Rose. Oh, it's like a merit badge so people know.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalimil is back in bed with Sid.
Pausing for a sec. Nagobi says, love this game. How are you liking it? I'm enjoying it. The story is good and the combat is fun. Those are my main takeaways so far. Dude, it's so creepy what they do to the Hedwigs. So Stolas is the bird.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Follow the crystals complete. Alright, so we should be able to go through that south gate now. Also, another quest just popped up. What's this guy need?
Butter knife before. Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I.
Oh, wait. Are you Clive?
Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Saver, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalimil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
Offer help.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalimil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? Well, there's plenty of folk in Dalimil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
I like that he divided the workload. He didn't just go like, you talk to everyone and come back and tell me what they said. He's like, you do this while I do that. Even though it's just storytelling, I freaking appreciate that.
Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I better get to it.
My carpets have
The most fragrant herbs and spices
from the
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
Not even a thank you? Makes sense.
Plates and pots!
I think this is a new, different quest.
All those years of toil. Every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalimil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you, go to Dusnoff Terraces and tell me what you find there.
Okay.
All right.
Maybe there's just a fire elemental, like, relaxing in the
Wonderful.
baths.
It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way.
Sulfur.
These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
I don't know, when I think scalding hot bath, all I think of is that my wife chose the temperature. Any of you have that situation? Ladies in your life, they just pretty much a friggin' fire elemental when it comes to that. I swear, she is immune to boiling water. Alright, hold on. Where is the other person I need to talk to here? There's someone else in the town I need to talk to, and I haven't found them.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
It would make a fine.
Is it true what I'm hearing? The men of the rock were carting off our crystals for themselves?
It would certainly explain why we haven't been getting...
Well, this is no good.
Huh. Quest destination nearby. Is it above me?
Lights and pots! Holes and bases!
I'll be asking for you again, my sweet.
Then see that you stay a little longer next time.
Did he just say, I'm gonna order you again, and she's like, don't be a Minuteman next time?
Hanging lanterns, keep the
Oh, we can make our way back to the Fang now, at least.
Hunter. Oh, this might be our
What
guy.
is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Ah,
Oh.
I'm not too late.
I accidentally triggered a cutscene.
What is it, Lubel?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Waloed are allies, and as you've seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Okay. Alright, so it looks like that quest is kind of on the way toward the main quest. Let's go back and talk to the knife guy. Rebel says, oh man, that's me. I come out of the shower with first degree burns. Oh my god.
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalimil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalimil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to.
Another
a
blacksmith?
merchant, a favorite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
I'm like, hi Chip, hi Jeff. Hi April Mayda. Wait, what? Where did he go? Oh my god. Okay. He just went for a little jog to another city. Okay.
Come on. Run like the wind.
Lord Cook has finally made his move.
Yes, I expect that's why.
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash.
Is there a metal unique to Dalimil?
Are there any materials unique to Dalimil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalimil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalimil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
The limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now. Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly.
Johnny says I've been busy for about an hour. Did I miss anything?
Or just...
We found a underground trade network going on in the city. We stopped it. We earned the trust of the crime boss of the city. He's allowing us to pass through the gate, and we're doing a side quest in the city right now to help somebody else there before we leave.
Nice.
Okay, so where is the limestone? It looks like it's right outside the southeast gate of the city. Okay, so...
Is it true what I'm hearing?
My carpets have
the most fragrant herbs and
fresh bread.
That's exciting. Yeah. The guy who basically runs this place is a blacksmith, and one of his apprentices is doing a test. And we're helping the apprentice out. He was given a riddle that he's trying to solve. Is this limestone?
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Hold on, Uncle. I'm doing side quests.
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Sava needs.
Okay, and looks like he's over by the waypoint, so that makes this easy.
Well, this is no good.
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
Spring lime.
You are one of the good ones, you know that? You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for.
Tap, 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 tap. Sometime later.
That'll do, I reckon.
Definitely looks a bit,
A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalimil.
rustic.
Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalimil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalimil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number one in any business, Sava, know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable. But only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will? Thank you.
He's about to cry.
I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
He's like, yeah, the riddle wasn't that you needed to do all those things. You just had to ask.
So congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalimil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
Oh, that was a good writing. I like that. That was good. Good storytelling. Agreed. Goblin coin. Alright. So, we've got one other side quest in the city, but it's in the direction of the main quest.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Here, have a taste. Made from the stoutest stoneware. Sweet incense. What candle?
We should get going soon.
Come on, girl, the gate's open now. We can press on.
Oh, there's like fire elementals over there. That's the reason the temperature of the, You know, I joked about fire elementals and like the temperature of women's showers earlier, and I was right. There is fire elementals in the springs.
By the flames. That explains the heat.
Honestly, because like the area here is so bright, I'm having trouble seeing what my cooldowns are available down in the bottom right corner. Like, it's hard to see like what stance I'm in from the little dots that I usually use.
Out of the frying pan.
Old Faithful? Is that named after the geyser? Also, they're named bath bombs.
This one.
They aren't fire elementals, they're bombs. They're basically the same thing.
Let's cool things down a bit.
It's a creature made of fire that's emitting a lot of heat. Basically the same thing. Clive getting kicked out of Bed Bath & Beyond.
The man who saved... I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about. But I burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
I gotta make back the money I just paid you. Hot water. The Breath of Inferno Ignition. Reduce cooldown time by 2.2 seconds. Okay. Alright. All the side stuff done. Now I can get back onto the main one for a bit.
We should get going soon.
Hold on. Someone redeemed Pet the Cat. There we go. He's like, you're doing it wrong.
Good girl.
Alright. Can I drink a potion while on the Chocodile? Yeah, I can. It's so bright. What's that way? Inaccessible, it says. And he did recommend to us earlier to enter by way of the mines, which he said had less guard. Shouldn't drink and drive. It might shake my head, especially on a chicken. Officer, I'm not driving. The chicken knows where to go. The chicken's driving.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back.
I mean, it's Joshua's, technically.
Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
If Torgal is a frost hound with a winter coat, he's probably hot AF in this desert. He's like, I did not shed for this. Drake's Fang. They've given him, like, metal hands.
What have they start? What has that gutter rat done to me?
Well, he's still quite strong.
Out of my sight, witch! I'll kill you, Rossfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Do you have hands again? They're metal.
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
Dude, he is broken.
The heart.
What of it?
A mother crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation.
Oh, is he gonna tell him to eat it or
Perhaps
something?
You could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you?
He's petting him.
Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon.
Garuda.
Like Benedicta Harmon.
Yeah.
She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did. Benedicta. Benedict. I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light. Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so.
Mythos. I mean, Clive?
You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
What? There's some Ooga Boogas. He's in league with the Ooga Boogas. What's a mythos? I think it's Clive's ability to like absorb all these other things. I think it's related to that. There's a lot of ketchup. What is this guy? Orc? Ogre? Beastman? What are you?
Orcs.
Orcs. These are Final Fantasy orcs.
Did the royalists bring them from Ash?
Into the darkness.
Are the Beastmen part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen? They've spotted us.
Okay. Guess we failed the stealth mission. Here.
Taken over the entire mine.
Yeah, I haven't looked at my ability points in a while. I feel to upgrade some stuff. Let's take a look. Let's see. Step forward and deliver a blinding flurry of high-speed punches. Blocking an attack with the step forward increases the potency of the following punches. Titanic block. What happens if I master this? Increases the limit break gauge gained upon blocking an attack. Wind up, punch forward, hold to wind up the attack, increasing potency. Yeah, that one has been great so far. Mastery allows assignment to any icon. Summon Fist into the ground. Allows assignment to any icon. Earth and Fury. 95-second cooldown. Raging Fist, increase attack potency. See, ignition allows assignment to... Yeah, I wish some of these... Wait, upgrade widens area effect and increases potency.
Mukluk Bongo.
Okay, let's upgrade that, because we're using that. Upgrade increases fireball count while nullifying up to 4 attacks. Okay. Mukluk Bongo. Lady Mirkwood, thank you for the continued support. Welcome. Extend precise execution window. That. Let's see. Mastery, increase the limit break gauge. Upheaval. So these have a 32-second cooldown. This is a 35-second cooldown. Oh no, this could be fun. Let's see. Gear and icons. Change Upheaval for Raging Fist.
Dalmekia's finest.
Okay. Door. Pull the lever, Kronk! We have many floaty fireballs now.
Animals. You should never have dash. Get him. This one.
Come on, hit me.
All yours, Torgal. Get him. This one. Torgal, kill.
know what that glowy thing is, but I'm moving away from it. Okay, that was a lot of dudes. The combat looks so dang satisfying. It is. This is quite good. That's how we go. All right, lever. Hold on, people are doing the pet ship redeems. Give him some attention for a minute. He's not responding. He is very tired. The edge of the hurricane was over us last night, so it possibly kept him awake. Possibly kept him awake. He was not real happy about it yesterday. Favor of lightning rod.
Won't be going any further this way.
Why? Because we can't climb over a box?
Stairs. This must be the way out.
It's funny that it says level up before you even realize you've left combat sometimes. Oh. Sorry, wrong room. I was just looking for the bathroom. Whoa.
Past this one. How did we get in here?
Oh man, I was in the wrong. I thought I was in a different form there. Oh, that was the first time we managed to do that one. $28,000 stagger damage. I can't see anything! Are we winning? There we go. Clive is a protagonist I can jive with. He's emo, but also a softie. I don't know if I love this. It's okay, but I might like Upheaval more. Is that the door? I think that's the door we came from. Can't go there. What about the big doors? I'm watching Muck's VOD of 16, catching up. I'm at Typhon. Periodically, Muck does a funny meme console gaming that makes me chuckle. I don't get the reference. Where's it from? It was something we made up. Okay, so here's the thing. Consoles, you know, have the controllers. PC, you can choose controller or keyboard and mouse. On a console, you have the controller. Controllers have less buttons. So they always, you know, on a keyboard, you've got so many keys, and you can also have modifiers like shift click, alt click, control click. On a controller, it's usually like, you know, A, B, and then maybe there's like the bumpers or like bumper plus A, something like that. So like just opening a door in this game, they're like tap F, hold F. And then like in some climactic moment in any game based on a controller, there's a moment where it's like, you know, to mash the A key for willpower, and you're just like, and that's not on games that started on PC. For games that started on PC, they don't have like mash the Z key repeatedly to build energy. Like it's just, if it is, it's like incredibly rare. But any game that started on controller will have moments where you have to go, and you just have to beat the hell out of a button. And so I just started yelling console gaming whenever I have to do that. Well, that's it. Your camera moved? Yeah, because I was tapping the desk so hard it shook the desk.
By the flames. Come on, Torgal.
Knowing the reference makes it funny. Thank you, Mike. You're welcome. It's just me mocking that. It's kind of like the press F to pay respects thing, you know? But it's like in the most climactic moments in this game is usually like you watching a movie and occasionally mashing one button. You playing with keyboard? Yeah. I will say the keyboard and mouse controls of this games are very good. They're very good. But like for example, Elden Ring, keyboard and mouse sucked. Look, hold F to open door. Console door opening.
Let the trial begin.
Looks like a boss area. Well, we're catching up to kill Typhon. So, or not, sorry, not Typhon, Titan. It's the Ooga Booga. Yo, he is jacked.
With me,
Pull him down. This is a test. I wanted to see if I could just stand in that and block, and the answer is yes.
Get him. To me, Flames! Over here!
Ooh, tried to block that, but it was too slow. The Undertaker. Oh my god, we were fighting the World Wrestling Federation. It took down the Undertaker. Favor of lightning thunderstorm.
Seems we're expected.
So this is the power of Muthos.
Muthos. Muthos. Character design in this game is better than 15. The angst of 16 made me sad and depressed. The angst of 15 is Rick Boy problem. Rick Boy problem? Dang, Titan does a lot of damage to the stagger bar. Yeah, the big fist does when you land on the red thing. Yeah, it does. I did cry at the ending of the 2 games. The only thing I know about 15 is it's like a boy band. Rich boy problem. Oh, got it.
The orcs do this too.
Potion. High potion. Oh, I'm trying to line him up. You know, it did not really occur to me that Titan was supposed to be the Earth one until the moment that we saw him, like, during that one boss fight, we saw him, like, dive into the Earth and start kind of swimming through it. And I'm like, oh, he's the Earth guy. I just thought he was the icon of muscle.
What the hell is going on? Are these things here?
You can steer ignition. Yeah, it's tough to steer, but you can. The icon of Swole? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. For FF15, people hate the original ending of the game. I believe in Japan, they made a DLC giving the game an optional second ending. Huh. Bravery. Some opponents will use the ability Bravery to invigorate nearby allies, enhancing their performance in battle. Look for that icon and defeat these targets quickly or risk taking extra damage. He's bloodlust. To be fair, in FF14, Titan is also the primal of chicken.
Is this your doing, Ultima?
I hit the wrong button there. Oh, can't block that. I tried to block that electric sphere thing he threw at me, and that did not work. What? Oh, here.
You've been busy, Kupka.
Yeah, he ate the table.
But where did you go?
Yeah, we said we weren't here to kill the mama crystal, but it's right there. I mean, we're here anyway.
He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it. Come on, Toggle.
The favor of Earth of people. Let's see. Let's go here. You think he ate the table? Really, he was just setting up for a play table for D&D. It's a good thing that Titan's janitors left potions all over the floor.
Just what I needed. Better be the last of them.
Okay. They're Kupka's potions. He just dropped them because you know hands. Ah, yes. Kupka's potions. The potions for Kupka. The potions specifically made for Kupka.
Benedicta, my everything. I've missed you so much. Kuka!
What, he literally sees her coming out of the crystals?
We will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
Afreet?
Get away from her!
Wait, he sees Afreet behind her?
Benedicta!
What? Bro, no, I never, no. Dude, you are making up crimes now. You are pinning crimes on me that never happened. This guy is Reddit incarnate.
Shit, he's priming.
Oh, he's priming.
Not now.
Oh god, a migraine. I completely understand, dude. I'm sorry this happened to you.
Come on.
Look, it's a small thing, but it drives me. All right, hold on. This is the armrest for my keyboard thing. For him to sheath that sword, he would have to get the tip there, and then push it the rest of the way down. But he always takes it and does this, and then it just like phases through the it just phases through it and then like locks into place. And it bothers me so much that he never sheaths it in a way that makes sense. A Frit magic, dude, it's magnets. It's all magnets.
Find him. You've done this before. You can do it again. Let the flames burn within you. No. Let them burn without. Come to me, Ifrit!
We're gonna have a Freet versus Titan finally. I've been wanting to see this. Oh hey brother, what's up? Kind of a tiny Ifrit, considering he's still not. Oh, too late. I like that Titan was transforming, and we're like, no, we could transform faster, and then we tried to eat him before he finished transforming, breaking the anime rules. Oh, dang, we got bunnies now. Now, can Titan use his hands when he's transformed? Oh, his hands are gone. That is interesting. Oh, never mind. We worked so hard to get rid of those. Now, does he keep that when he transforms back to normal? Okay, the backdraft shot still works. Oh, I dodged the kick, but then he brought it down into assault afterward. Asura combat, give me those kneecaps! Come on! I'm gaming so hard right now! Uh-oh. Aaron Yeager's mad.
But if you can do it, then so can I!
You've learned Brimstone. Stone's Throw. We could just move out of the way. Brimstone. Clive has learned the ability Brimstone from Titan. Hold and release Q to emit a violent explosion. Hold Q longer to increase explosion size and strength. Press space at any time to cancel the charge without exploding. Ifrit is invulnerable to damage while charging Brimstone. Suffering an attack, however, will automatically trigger the explosion.
Let's give this a try. Not bad.
Ah, that one hit me. Oh! Let's try this while he's staggered. 95,000 damage, 95,000 damage, and 165,000 damage. Console gaming! Oh no! What? I hit the button. Console gaming! What? We threw him? Okay. Is that the mother crystal? He's gonna eat it. I said earlier he was gonna eat it. Oh look, he ate it. Imagine my shock. Now he's gonna have crystals grow out of him. Earth and Fury. Whee! Suddenly, we are in another zip code. Goodbye that city and everyone who was in it. I'm sorry, does he have a boombox? What am I hearing?
Thunder, help me. It's you or die! I'm coming, Kuka!
Okay. is like the boss, the big thing that was at the end of Horizon Zero Dawn, the second one. The tentacles. This thing is rapidly transitioning between cutscene and not a cutscene so much that I'm hitting buttons the whole time because I don't know when it's going to count and when it's not. Hi Michael, what did I join to? Yes. Nice, we scratched his arm. One sec, chat. Hi. Thank you.
I already salted it.
So you say. My wife has brought me gamer fuel, chat. We got nuggets and dots. Sorry, nuggets and french fries. Ow. Console gaming! We hit him with his own dangle dangle. Oh my god, we disarmed him again! You know he ain't happy about that. I tried to dodge that, but that was a lot of stuff. I dodged the fist, but not the shockwave. Precision Brimstone. That's the first time I've done that. Really? I punched him in the finger and it staggered him? Uh-oh. I was already hitting it. winning, son? I'm jamming. No! Dang. Oh, I dodged 2 of them twice. Oh no, he made another dingle dangle! I drop! .9. Console gaming. Are we gonna hit him with it now? Sorry. That looks so silly. You're mine. We slapped him with his own dingle dangle. Dude, this guy is so pissed. We have disarmed him again. We hate this man's arms. He is going to put me into low orbit. What? Oh my god. Okay, I see what this is. Okay, this is really weird. We're using WASD to move the targeting reticule, which has not been a thing in this whole game so far. My mouse does not move the target reticule right now, you guys. WASD does. Except it's occasionally snapping to other things. Okay, wait, no, now the mouse is working. It says 2 is firelight? I don't know what that is. Dude, how far up did he throw us?
Heads up, Hugo.
The game's over, chat. He said it. It's the last boss. Oh my god. Bro, I got like no health left. Could you not? Nope, 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 nope. Dang it. One thing that's throwing me off is a backdraft combo is currently 3 melee strikes into 2 range, and it used to be 4 into 2. So like the amount of button presses to do a combo is different now. One more falling. Do I need the console game? No. Can we eat it too? Is he gonna eat it? Spirit bomb! What? Yo. This is so disrespectful. We've torn his arms off 4 times, and now we're giving ourselves bonus arms right in front of him. This is so disrespectful. This is a Logitech mouse, it would not survive this game. Alright, dude. That was like your 4th health bar. Are you actually dead this time? Earth and Fury. Mug, congrats on getting phase 2. Yeah. We're outside. Dude, I don't know. I thought we were falling to the middle of the planet. We can make fire swords now? I like how he's like, yeah, I'm not going there to destroy the mother crystal. And then while there, he's like, oh, let's just eat the mother crystal and destroy it. Oh. He turned to stone like when the bearers use up too much magic. Yeah, that is some bad tinnitus.
Is that you, Ultima? What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable.
Okay,
you were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
He is unimpressed. This reminds me of the thing I saw on Twitter. Someone was talking about a D&D game they had, and the paladin rolls a dice to swing his sword at the succubus, and he goes, I roll 15 to hit. Does it hit her? And the DM says, the succubus looks at you with her 16 AC and says, is it in yet? I'm reminded of that right now.
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
This guy reminds me of Orochimaru, who was always chasing Sasuke around because he wanted to body snatch him. He wanted to steal his body. Enough cutscenes to eat your nuggies and fries. Yep. I was eating during the fight too. I like that. I love that this game, as a streamer, I love that I can pause during the cutscenes. That is much appreciated.
Thank you, Joshua.
Dog's like, so, I just watched two Godzillas fight each other for like 30 minutes. Where were you?
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea.
So you knew what you were doing when you told Titan to do that.
I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty.
That mythos is stronger.
Is that our dad? I haven't seen him since the beginning of the game, so I'm not positive.
For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction.
Someone else. I guess it just looks similar.
Him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone.
His dad, no. Daddy, yes. Oh my god.
Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
I wonder if that was an implication that they're the ones that sent him the head in the box. I still don't think that Sid sent him, because Hugo thought that Sid sent him Benedicta's head in a box. Someone did send the head in the box, and I've been saying for a while that I think it was Clive's mom. And I still think I'm right that it wasn't Sid, but now I'm wondering if it was these guys.
Oh, that the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Steam achievement. From stone to sand, exact revenge, it says.
Some medicine, my lord? I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
It's okay, I got salves for that. Dude, I feel bad for that girl. 3 times in the game now. This is the 3rd time we've seen her try to sell her potions to people, and everyone's just been like, go away.
My prince, if a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your Dragoons.
The bouncy boys.
I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope.
Oh. Okay, then. I thought that this was just like a knight and squire relationship. I was mistaken.
Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Muk, did you upgrade the basic fire abilities? They're not iconic powers, but cheap basic gameplay upgrades. I can double check.
Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing. Gear Colossus in chat goes, oh, they were roommates. Stupid.
Our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
It says, Dear Bahamut, go do battle.
Olivier has been made emperor.
What? The little boy? What happened to the other emperor?
What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Ah!
Wow, he really hates kids.
Terence.
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you. At ease. We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit.
He acts like he comes in peace and he punched a guard to get into the room.
Distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one.
In this moment, he reminds me so much of Cole from Dragon Age Inquisition.
I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
Exposition! I'm triggered by the stream title. Hi, triggered. I'm dad. Back to the hideaway. I hate you, Dad. Well played. Out of the shadow.
I'd better give Otto the good news.
Yo, that boss battle versus Titan, that was pretty amazing. That was pretty amazing. Like, the combat was fun, the music was great. Honestly, I'm glad I played decently and didn't embarrass myself, because did you see that when he went through his 3 or 4 health bars, we never got a heal. Like, if I had died, I assume you would have had to, like, start over at a checkpoint or something.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
You had a heal ability? Did I seriously have a heal ability? Well, you know what? I did it on challenge mode. I never used it. I didn't realize I did.
You're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the Royalist movements since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
Alright, Vivian, I'm supposed to talk to you.
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up 1 or 2.
I got thrown
Well,
into
the fact
a mountain.
that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map?
Story time. This map doesn't show the blight on it.
The kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865.
Oh my god, they have missiles.
The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest.
Odin?
But of late,
She doesn't mean mythology.
the
Odin.
warrior king appears to have laid his
Wait, was
sword
Odin
to
the
rest.
guy? There was like a big icon on a
Battle
horse that was
rages
fighting
for
Bahamut
control of
early in the game.
crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in
Yes.
support of his
Okay.
Dhalmekian
Okay.
allies.
So he's an icon too in this.
Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So
One more
why
shot,
go
fuck you.
to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang? Only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed. It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waluda standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalist betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw. Especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
Something on my mind right now I want to share. There's a really good element of storytelling that's going on right now that I really appreciate in this. Also, I don't know how long Chip's been gone. Let me turn that camera off. The people in the Hideaway are doing things while you're doing things, right? They're not idle. Like in World of Warcraft, for example, just as off the top of my head, you might get some farmer that's like, oh, here's a quest, go kill these kobolds, and you come back. And he's like, okay, go kill the worst kobolds, and you come back. And he's like, go kill the king kobold, and you come back. And he's like, now farm my crops, and you come back. And he's like, now hand me the remote control. You know, and it's just like, did you do anything the whole time I was gone? Is like the feeling you're left with there, and I hate that. Here, it's like everyone you talk to in the Hideaway appears to be staying busy. And they're accomplishing things while you're gone, and then they tell you what they were doing like while you were gone, and I love it. Like she is researching troop movements and trying to get in the enemy's head. There's the one lady working the workshop. The blacksmith is, you know, blacksmithing stuff. There's the one lady that's, you know, doing trades, and then there's the one guy that's like going out and trying to find more targets to hunt and stuff like that. Really appreciating that.
What can I say? I am
like it makes me like more value each of these
are,
individuals.
All of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Oh wait, what is that icon?
And how may I assist you today?
State
How may I help you today?
Yeah, I've never opened this. By speaking with Vivian in the Hideaway map room, Clive can view the state of the realm and learn more about the current going-ons in Valisthea, revisit any of the Nine Tails past lesson, or take a deeper look at the relationships of those individuals in Clive's orbit. I like it's got the little, like, FF1 sprites.
Very good.
Is there anything new here?
How may I help you today, Clive?
Swelling chorus. It used to be I would step into a tavern only to find myself overwhelmed with requests to sing of Dion the Bold or Coral the Serving Girl. Now all anyone wants to hear is Sid the Outlaw. You've made me a very rich man, my friend.
Here you are.
They say it is your men who keep the roads free of beast and bandit. As one whose livelihood is relying on safe passage from market to market, my chocobos and I thank you.
All yours.
Not long ago, I was accosted by footpads as I walked the gilded path, and I would have perished alone in the desert had not the Cursebreakers come to my aid. I owe them my life. May this token serve them well.
Here you are.
Direwolf Jess. Okay. And
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Quick look.
No.
Always something in there.
Alright. It makes the world feel more alive because you're not the only one doing something. Yup.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. Starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though.
She's like, good, but you're not that good.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
Aww.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words.
Oh man, the facial expression.
This is it then.
It's twisting my heart.
A new beginning under a new Cid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
Actually, I got business at the blacksmith, so I'm gonna come right back.
Clive, what do you want?
Grindstone. Oh, I can take the earth shard from Titan and combine it with my weapon.
Scratches, right? Not bad, if I do say so myself. That it? Fine.
Blackthorn is the grumpiest blacksmith I know in FF. He's not that bad.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
They're like, wait, oh, okay, shoot, we like it when the teacher cries. We get the day off school.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Oh, someone suggested looking at this earlier. Alright, let's see. Yeah, someone asked if I had upgraded these. I don't know if you can upgrade these. Yeah, there's not an upgrade for these. Wait, this has a master. What does that do if you master it? Reduces charge time? Okay, sure. I don't know if I've even ever used that. I almost never use that. Master increased lunge distance. You can upgrade limit break? Add a third limit break gauge. Ah, okay. Alright, I guess I can be in that form longer now. You can also refund stuff you're not using.
I'm telling you,
I'm not feeling so pressured that I feel the need to do that right now, but I'll keep that in mind.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
What's your favorite icons to use so far? Right now, I just have, well, fire, which is, you know, is two things combined. I've got fire, I've got Garuda. I don't know that I'm ever going to unequip Garuda because of her ability to pull an enemy down. I've got Rama, and I've got Titan. And the only one, I can only have 3 equipped, so the only one of those 4 I don't have equipped is Rama. I think I like the other 3 more than that.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old Hideway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
Oh, has he told me to go visit their graves?
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tong down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
Watch my wife play this. Garuda's aerial blast was both handy and hilarious. Which one was that? Oh, that's the tornado. Yeah. Anytime I'm fighting a big pack of mobs, I use that. It does damage to all of them, and it CCs them for a really long time. Yeah, that is on my list of stuff. Yeah, Phoenix Shift is like a teleport forward. This is also useful if something is in the air, like it's in the tornado, or it's like a mosquito, you can use the Phoenix Shift, and you'll just appear right in front of them and can start wailing on them. And then Titan Block is great. Garuda's tornado in this part of the hemisphere? Yeah. Yup. So... hold on, someone said that I could reset that. Let's see, so if I master this, increase claw range, that could be handy. Because I definitely use that. What if you master Titan Block? Increase limit break gauge gain on blocking an attack. I'll do that for now. You can also upgrade limit break. I just upgraded it once just a minute ago. Let's see, you go to the workshop. Almost out of time. This will probably be the last thing. Got a lot of new trinkets too. I've been reading them as I looted them. Nothing's really caught my eye, but I can give them another glance over in a bit.
If I don't come up with something soon.
All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
It's like a ship.
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise.
Star Trek.
Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, Ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
That seems important.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
He's literally right over there. You could just go talk to him.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
He's like, I'm stupid. And she's like, that's okay. You're the mailman. Actually, I think it's fast. Let's go this way.
Editors started reading books that don't have any...
I've wanted to buy this game. Is it fun so far? Yes. And I've never really put much time into a Final Fantasy game before this one, and I am enjoying it. The combat's great, and the storytelling is great. We actually fought a Titan earlier for like 40 minutes straight. It was an epic battle. It was awesome.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Hell with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. I'd spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Thermal plating designs. He's gonna be like, what the hell is this?
Krieger's teats. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help. Get Gavin Otto in here, will you?
All right.
Gavin Otto.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Valcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand coat in the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with.
Again, I love it. There's delegation. People are taking on different tasks. I freaking love it. All right, chat, I am out of time. I need to save it here. Boy is home from school because of the local hurricane warnings, so I am going to save it here and go spend the rest of the day with them. For those interested, as always, we will be coming back to this tomorrow. All right, chat. Usual stuff on the way out. Thank you guys for being here. If you're new to my channel, my name is Mukluk. I stream every single evening and every weekday morning. I will be back in about 5 hours later this evening for the evening stream where we are working on possibly finishing. We're in the end game of Disco Elysium, but it is it is a very long game, so I don't know if we're just near the end or at the end. Hit that follow button if you haven't already. Like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. These are links to my 2 YouTube channels if you don't already know, so you can see all the videos and projects I make. And a very special thank you to our dear patrons. They keep this channel alive, and we could not do it without them, and there's a link to that if you are interested. With that, let me see who else is live right now, see if I can drop a raid on any other streamers who are on the Twitch side of things and just give them some support. Oh, perfect. Noxxi, is my wonderful video editor, is currently doing some Guild Wars 2 content. So I'm going to drop a raid on Noxxi, show some support over there. Stick around if you guys are interested, and if not, that's fine too. And again, I'll be back later tonight. You guys have a great rest of your day. Yeah.